Hi guys, it's April, and today I wanted to do something a little different, and that is to show off my coloring book collection along with the materials I usually use when I am coloring, because I color, obviously, by this coloring book collection you are about to see. This is very different for me to film. We're just gonna roll with it. I got into these adult coloring books maybe 2-3 months ago, and I have not slowed down since. And as you can tell, I have a variety of markers that I love to use in these coloring books because I prefer to have bold colors rather than that pastel-y look that you get from, of course, pastels and watercolors and colored pencils. So I will explain to you all of these, and let's get started on the coloring books first, because that is probably why you are here more than my variety of pink markers, because pink is a wonderful color. Animorphia is actually the first coloring book that started this craze for me, because I was at Walmart and I was in the coloring section because my roommate really likes coloring books, and I've been kind of dabbling and trying to find a coloring book that I enjoy, and then this happened. And I found Kerby and his wonderful artwork. This is what started the craze for me. And I believe the first one that I did was this beautiful spread. I actually document all of my shenanigans on Snapchat. So if you want to check that out, I highly recommend that you do, because I get really ridiculous. But Kerby is the one that started all of this for me, and of course I have to have all of his works that I can color, so that was shortly followed by Imagimorphia, because yes, I need this in my life. It's a lot of the same things. I love the doodle style that he brings to the artwork. I believe I've only got maybe one colored in this book so far. There's just so much detail in these books. Yeah, there we go. And I love it so much. In these two, Imagimorphia and Animorphia, I mostly use the Staedtler Fineliners and Fibertip pens, and then I sometimes grab the Faber Castell India ink markers because they're gorgeous and they have a whole range of colors, and you can buy them individually, and so I can get a whole range of different colors in different sizes. And of course there is one more Kerby that I have to show, and this is the Doodle Invasion. This is a cheaper little coloring book, but it's one of my favorites, mainly because it's one-sided, so that I can use pretty much any kind of medium I want in this book, because bleed is not a problem because there's nothing on the other side. I don't know, it's something about Kerby's style I find absolutely amazing. I could just look at his work all day. It's so cute! So those are the 3 Kerby Rosanes coloring books that I have, and from there it just gets even more adorable. I then have Shades of Kawaii, a cute coloring books, both 1 and 2 by Miss Wah. She's actually here on YouTube and I follow her. Her artwork is absolutely adorable. And with these coloring books as well, they are one-sided, so bleed through is not a thing. This is actually something I'm currently working on. But, I mean, how can you say no to this? It's absolutely adorable. This coloring book lives up to its name. A lot of it is repetitive patterns, so it's not as intriguing as some of Kerby's stuff, but I still have a lot of joy when I color these things in. It's just, it's so cute. So that is the first one, and then you have volume 2, because I can't get just one in anything. If I know there's a set of stuff, I of course have to go with all of them, because I have no self-restraint. In a lot of these one-sided coloring books, I use these beautiful alcoholic markers. These are the COPIC markers in all of the different variations because I usually just purchase whatever's available. So you've got the COPIC Ciao, you've got the COPIC Sketch, and you've got the COPIC Original. It's all the same ink, it's just the tip and the sizes that change. So I don't really care what kind of marker I purchase. I just purchase whatever I can get my hands on for relatively cheap because I like them and I want a lot of them. But with the alcoholic markers on coloring books, you of course are going to always and forever get that bleed through. So this is, like I said, something I only use on one-sided coloring books, but just the blending that you can get with these alcoholic markers, I absolutely adore. And then finally, my final coloring book that I have to show you, I showed you at the beginning. This is the Pusheen coloring book, which is so stinking cute. It's got all of the Pusheen cats in all their various different forms. It is so cute. This actually came out last month and I had to pre-order it because I can't help myself because it's coloring books and it's cat and it's really cute. So this had to be in my life, as you can tell. There's only one that I have colored in this one so far, and that is Halloween, which is appropriate for the season in which I got it. It's so cute! So cute! So those are all my coloring books. I already started to go into the utensils I use. And so I started out with these Staedtler markers. This of course is the fine tip where you can get into the very nitty-gritty details. So look at how fine that is. And then you've got the Fibertip, which is all the same colors but a sturdier tip to it so you can get into the bigger areas because it is a pain in the butt to color with these Fineliners, and when you get to big areas it's even harder. These are really, really good for those little intricate detail, but really, really bad for the big spaces. So that's why I picked up some of those. I then got into these Faber Castell India ink because I had some from when I was in college, and then I started using up all of the markers I had around the house, and I fell in love with these because of this beautiful brush tip that you can get so much variance with that I couldn't stop myself from changing over to these Faber Castells. And see, that's the bigger brush tip, so you can get more but still get that fine detail. And then there is the beautiful, beautiful Copic markers that I am absolutely in love with. Like I said, these are all alcohol based. They're all the same ink, they're just different sizes. So the original holds a lot more ink than the Sketch, and then finally the Ciao is the one that holds the least, so they're the cheapest, so they're the ones I got the most of. But they all have this beautiful brush tip, and they also have this chisel tip that you can use. The original did not come with that brush tip, but I replaced it so that I could still have the same experience with all the other markers that I have. But it's also got a bullet tip as well, so you can get really fine lines if you wanted. I like the brush tip for flexibility, and you can get these adorable little waves, I guess. There's just so much more control with a brush tip compared to a nib, so that is why I really, if I can, I choose the Copic over anything else. But these are the markers that I use. I'm still experimenting, and I have a slowly growing collection of various different colors. I wanted to show all of the pinks because pinks are amazing. That is the start of my collection into the adult coloring world. If you have coloring books that you really love to use, let me know, because I am open to any kind of coloring books right now. And if you have a medium that you truly enjoy coloring with, let me know as well. I am exploring, even though I really love markers. If you have a marker set that you like to use as well, that I of course didn't mention here, let me know. And if you have any questions, ask me down below, and I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.